Deputy Paul Rein, Broward County, Florida Sheriff's Office. A handshake and a smile. You could set your watch by it every time you ran into Paul Rein. His friends called him Paulie. It didn't matter if you saw him 3 or 4 times that day. You always got a handshake and a smile. So observed a colleague of the Broward County Sheriff's deputy. Paul was born in New York City and grew up on the Lower East Side. He was a big football and baseball fan. Moreover, Paul was a man many considered a rare breed by today's standards. His co-workers marveled at his endurance, stamina, and upbeat personality. While most of his contemporaries were content to sit at home and enjoy retirement, Paul decided that inactivity just did not suit his lifestyle. He not only wanted more out of life, but he also had a burning desire to continue to serve his fellow man. Paul's lifetime of service began in October of 1948 when he joined the United States Army. He served as a paratrooper and received an honorable discharge in February 1950. Paul immediately went to work for the United States Post Office, and for 34 years, he proudly wore the uniform of the U.S. Postal Service, delivering the mail through all types of weather and adversity. 3 decades at one job would normally be more than enough for most people, but not Paul. Upon retiring from the post office, he exchanged his letter carrier uniform for one from the Broward County Sheriff's Office. And despite having spent 34 years at a physically demanding job, Paul was anxious to begin a new chapter in his life as a Broward County Sheriff's Detention Deputy. He would hold that position for the next 20 years. Just as he had touched the lives of those he came in contact with while working at the post office, the practice also continued while Paul served as a deputy. His easygoing manner and polite demeanor endeared him to everyone who knew him. Colleagues remarked that Paul had a special way of connecting with people. He was always genuine and sincere. His smile, wit, and charm will never be forgotten. Much of Deputy Ryan's duties consisted of transporting sick and injured prisoners to the hospital. On November 7, 2007, it was during one of those transports that 76-year-old Deputy Rein lost his life. During his career, Paul received numerous letters of commendation, and he consistently earned high performance reviews. In addition to his regular duties, Paul was also a proud member of the Broward County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard. Because he was loved by so many, the memorial service for Paul had to be held at the Broward Center for the Performing Arts. The governor of Florida, Charlie Crist, was in attendance at the event. "Our Florida grieves today," said the governor, "but she also rises in the celebration of this great man's life. A wonderful public servant, a great husband, a great father, a great Floridian, and a proud American." In his eulogy, the sheriff told the deputy's family that Paul will forever hold an honored and hallowed place in our ranks. His sacrifice will never be forgotten. True to his word, hundreds of Broward Sheriff's Office employees in Pompano Beach gathered on September 25, 2008 to attend the dedication of the renamed Sheriff's North Jail to the Paul Rein Detention Facility. At the ceremony, the sheriff said, "The facility will serve as a lasting tribute to an exemplary employee who was dedicated to his job and who gave his life in the line of duty. It seems only right to name this jail after Paul, who possessed so many of the qualities to which we should all aspire: kindness, devotion to family, and dedication to service." A retired deputy commented that Paul's smile and sweet disposition will be missed, yet never forgotten. His time here has ended, but he leaves behind an example for all of us to emulate. Deputy Paul Rein is survived by his wife Teresa and his sons Joseph and retired police lieutenant Richard Rein. This tribute honoring Deputy Paul Rein was made possible by the generosity of American Maritime Officers and American Maritime Officers Service.